What's going on, guys? So I'm not going to sit here and waste any time, but if you know who I am, you would know that I've done branded drop shipping for about the last 6 years now, and I've been able to make a few $1 million from this business. Now, I'm going to take away all of that money in this video, and I'm going to show you the exact process, step by step, that I would take if I lost everything and had to make $10,000 a month as fast as possible. So if you guys are in that situation where either you don't have a lot of money to your name or you just want to get into this business without a lot of experience, I'm going to show you guys exactly how you can do that step by step. So you guys can follow along with this video, hopefully learn a few things, and hopefully be able to get into this business pretty quickly. Now, before I go ahead and start sharing anything, the first thing I'm going to do is I need to plan out, obviously, a step by step. Step by step. So what do we need to do to actually, get to $10,000 a month? Obviously, step one is to find a product. And then we're going to go through that here in a second. Step two is to validate. Step three is to source. And step four is to market. Obviously with a few things in here like building a store and making ads that I'll go ahead and touch on once we get there. But this is basically, the framework that we have to follow. And it's very simple. This should allow us to, find a winning product that's going to perform and at least get us to that $10,000 a month mark relatively quickly. So getting onto my screen over here. So to find a product, we want to find something that can, actually solve a problem in somebody's life, as well as go viral. Obviously, that's the whole goal of, drop shipping, is to find something that can go viral. So before I actually go in and find that product, I'm going to go ahead and write out some criteria. Product. First, problem. A product that we want to sell, if we want to get to $10,000 a month, as fast as humanly possible, we're not just going to sell something that's a niche market or something that, only a few people would enjoy and be able to get something from. Like a few examples of that would be, Pokemon, camping, these little like hobbies, things that people like gym, all these other things. Like you can sell products and create $1 million brands out of them, but it's going to take a lot longer to get the ball rolling. And I'm also going to guarantee you that that is going to take more money and more investment on your end to actually get that product working. So we're going to go ahead and strategically choose a product that solves a problem in somebody's life. What I mean by this is, for example, if you can sell a back brace that cures long-term back pain for people like me that sit at their desk and chairs for 12 hours a day on their computer, because that's something that I struggle with. I've paid hundreds of dollars for chiropractor sessions and all these, massages because, even though I'm sitting on $1,000 chair, I get back pain and I feel like nothing will solve that because there's no way around me sitting for 12 hours a day because of how much work that I have. So with these products, we're not selling a product. We're selling a solution. We're selling a cure to somebody's problem. If somebody would come to me and say, look, Ethan, I have this brace that you can wear that is comfortable while you're sitting on your chair, and it molds your back to the perfect ergonomic position to where you will save thousands of dollars in chiropractor sessions throughout the next year for a $50 cost. Sold. I'll buy that product right then and there because it costs less than half of one of my chiropractor sessions. And if it can solve that or even just make my back better long term, obviously I don't want chronic back pain. Obviously, I don't want some type of arthritis when I get older. So I'm going to buy that product because I'm buying into the solution to one of my problems. And that is the market that if you can get into the right angle and solve the right problem, you'll be able to get instant sales because you're not marketing a product for what it is. You're not marketing a product for the price of it, but you're marketing it for what it solves for the customer. And that's what we're going to be going for. So once we have a problem, now we're already, above top 90% of stores, because we're solving something that is going to be the easiest sell for the right customer. Two, we need viral market potential. If it'll let me draw here. Anyway, you know what I mean. Viral market potential. What I mean by this is, if you guys watch, drop shipping creators on YouTube or anybody else besides me, a lot of them are going to tell you, don't sell saturated products. If a product is going viral on social media, then, you can't sell it because there's too many people selling it. You won't be able to compete, all of that. And that's what makes a product, quote unquote saturated. I don't buy into that, and I don't believe in that. I think if a product is saturated, now it is validated. We want to sell products that have been validated by other people in the market that have risked their own capital, have created their own store, and have already tested the market for us. And if they can see results, and if they're able to see, a ton of money come in from this, now why can't we sell it? If we can take a product that is validated, already working on the market, and if we can, run better ads, if we can have a better offer, if we can give people like a free gift, or if we can make our product and presentation of it much better, and if we can solve that problem better than they can, that is a product we want to sell. Because, when you're selling a validated product, obviously you're not just going to go and sell the exact same product at the exact same price, because at that point you are going to be selling a saturated product. And that's what you don't want to do. What we want to do is find a product that has been quote unquote saturated or validated. And we want to ask ourselves, how can I solve this in a different way? So we're going to take a product that solves a problem for somebody. We're going to, make sure it's validated and working on the market currently. And we're going to ask ourselves, how can I solve this product in a different way? Or how can I solve this problem, in a different way? And that's going to be by looking at, AliExpress, looking at these product research softwares and finding a product that is extremely similar, as close to one-on-one as you can get, but being able to market a different feature, being able to at least go at it at a different angle and not say this solves chronic back pain. You could say this solves waking up with a hurt back when you wake up in the morning. Just a different problem that's going to target, a little bit of a different audience that has maybe a little bit of a different problem and be able to solve this product or problem in a different way. I feel like I'm talking tongue twisters right now. But yeah, so we're not going to just sell the same product. At least we're not going to offer it the same way. If we do choose to sell the same product, we're going to market our problem-solving features in a little bit of a different way. So now that is going to lead me to go to this website called Calidata. Now what Calidata does is it lets you scrape TikTok Shop products where you can actually see all the revenue. As you can see, we're looking at the top products here on TikTok Shop. We can see how much revenue they're making, the sales, unit price, and we're also able to see which creators and which individual videos and ads are making these products the most money. I'm using Calidata specifically for this because there's a 7-day free trial, and assuming I lost everything, I'm not going to go pay $100 a month for a product research tool. So Calidata is going to show me, the top products that are working on TikTok Shop right now. And we're just going to kind of look on here and see what's working. Because my idea behind this is not just to look on, TikTok primarily and, sell a product that's working on TikTok and sell it better on TikTok, but it's more by looking at real data-driven analytics here on TikTok Shop. Because if we can sell a product that's working and generating millions of dollars on TikTok Shop and sell this on Facebook, where it's a different audience, a little bit of a different, customer base on there, we're going to be able to see some great results, especially if we can match all of that criteria we were looking at before. So I'm just going to click through a couple of these top products on here and see, what's working, why it's working, and see how we can solve that same problem even better. So let's just click on these first ones. Multivitamin hair growth. See, hair growth is a problem a lot of people have. A lot of guys are, balding at a young age. A lot of guys don't want to bald. I could say 90% of guys that are losing hair at a young age want to figure out any way possible to reverse it. And if you tell these people a $33 product that can, potentially reverse that issue, they're going to buy it. Here is a Blowout Boost Iconic Thermal Brush. Basically what it does, I think it makes your hair, go from frizzy like this up into, straight, as you can see, and silky. Pretty cool product. So I'm not so inclined to sell this one just because it doesn't solve a huge problem. I'm sure there's a lot of girls out there that don't want to have, frizzy, wavy, blowout hair. But at the same time, I think we can do better. So I'm going to eliminate that one for this video. What does this do? Exfoliating and moisturizing, not a big problem. Under eye corrector. There we go. That is what we're looking for. So this product, basically from what I understand, is it is going to be able to remove eye bags just with this $30 corrector. As you can see up here, they have deep, dark eye bags, and after they got nothing. So this product, it blends into, your skin tone, and it's able to remove those eye bags pretty quickly just with, an applicator. And that's a big problem because, girls who spend a ton of time on their makeup and want to make themselves presentable, whether they have a nice dinner, they have to go to school or whatever, you're not going to want to look like, you're half dead with eye bags. So they're going to be, very inclined to purchase a $30 product that can solve that problem. So that is going to be, I think my ideal product here. It would have been between, this hair growth oil versus an under eye corrector. Although I think solving the problem of under eyes is going to be a lot easier without having to worry about, things people put on their head or ingest, because we don't want to be legally liable for anything going wrong. So it's kind of not going to be the first pick if we can find something better. So now we found a product. Basically, if we go to the criteria here, is this product currently working? Okay. As we can see in the last 30 days here, this product has done $2 million in revenue. If we go to the last 7 days, we've done $257,000 in revenue, and yesterday alone did $40,000. So we can see right now that this product is actively working. And this is just on TikTok. We're going to take this product and migrate it to Facebook, where the ads are a lot more consistent, and be able to, attract a bigger user base, because Facebook versus TikTok is obviously, a bigger platform. So what we can, do here is see, first of all, can we sell this exact same product? The way we're going to, validate this is go to the Facebook ad library, or the Meta ad library now. And we're just going to search for this exact brand. Let's just search for Clay Under Eye Corrector. Go to all ads, Under Eye Corrector, and let's see if they're running any ads to this exact product. So let's see what they have here.
I'm going in with the shade 98. Maybelline said to have one. You can see Awake. I love that it's not cakey or thick. Under eye girly. I always gravitate towards the concealer.
Okay, not a great ad there. So this is all going to be the same. Let's see exactly what they're selling. Oops. Okay, so this is about the exact same product here, but right off the bat, we can tell their website is extremely terrible. So this isn't competition. At this point, within 2 days of running ads on this product, I can outbid them just because of how much better my website's going to convert and how much bigger my cost per action is going to get. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this one can totally be sold as of right now. We can go ahead and check the other competitions here. A little bit of different product. Once again, an awful, awful website. God, these people need to watch my videos if you want to learn how to make, good stores. These guys literally have the Shopify tab picture up here, the favicon. This one's a little bit better. This is built on the Shrine theme, I believe. So we need to figure out how we can, make our offer better on this, because I don't want to just sell the exact same product at $30. While I can make a better website, while I can make better ads, there is, 3 to 4 people on here. There's 38 results. Looks like 2 to 3 brands on here selling the same product, which isn't a lot. Let me be honest, 2 to 3 people selling your same product on Facebook is not competition. That's nothing, but we can figure out how to sell this better. So what we're going to do is go to AliExpress and search up Under Eye Corrector. And first of all, we're going to find our initial product to sell. So we need to make sure we have a good price on this, obviously. It was Clay. So let's do Clay. There we go. The profit on that isn't great. Here we go. So now we have a different product here, an under eye brightener. So this one is currently working, does the same thing, different presentation. So yeah, this is kind of what I was going to go for, is like a nice aesthetic branded, product picture here. And we want to sell something else, because what I'm going to do is I'm not going to just sell the same product. I'm not just going to market a one-piece under eye corrector, because that's what these other people are doing. Even though I found a little bit of a different product that might give a little bit of a better result, I want to include something else in my product and my, bundle pack to make sure that people are realizing that my product has way more value than these competitors on Facebook. So what I can do is just search up eye bags and find other complementary products that solve the same problem, not instant, because under eye corrector is just cosmetic. It's not actually solving anything. It's just covering up the eye bags. So what I want to do is give people an instant result so they can instantly get their eye bags fixed just by applying this under eye cream. But I'm also going to put in a slow long-term result. So over time, every single night, they can apply something to their eye bags, not see any results instantly, but over the course of 3 to 4 weeks, they will actually see their eye bags go away. And, my goal here is to get them to stop using my product, because everybody else, they want their customers to buy every single month. But for me, if I can market myself saying, we want you to stop buying our product because we want to fix it, that is going to give people a little more of a personal relationship with our product, with our brand, and be able to give ourselves, a great reputation or, a great reputation. So what I'm going to do is click on some of these cheap products. Obviously I'm not going to include something that's $7, $8. I would like to find something that is, cheap. There's something I'm thinking of. It's like eye patches that I've seen before that were cheap. There we go. There we go. This is exactly what we need. Oh, and pink. Perfect. It matches our product. No. Ah, shit. It's from Dollar Express. Okay. Here we go. Collagen eye mask, anti-dark circles, eye bag removal. This is perfect. This is exactly what we need. So what we're going to do is go ahead and take an image screenshot of this product because we're going to be selling this with it. It's only $2.33, and our other product is going to be $10. So $12 to $13 total cost. I'm going to be selling this for $35. So getting about a $20 profit margin on this order. And I think, that's very perfect for this product. And I'm also going to screenshot an individual picture of what it looks like. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to put you on sauce here. And now we have 2 product pictures of exactly what we need to sell. And we need to make product pictures here. Obviously, I don't have money. I can't afford to pay $200 for someone to create, detailed product pictures of this product using Photoshop. So I'm going to show you guys the next best thing. ChatGPT. So what I'm going to do is just first go ahead and upload the 2 products. And just give it a quick prompt. These are 2 products I'm selling. One is an eye brightener cream. Other is collagen eye patches. Can you make a product picture for a bundle of both? Very realistic. Maybe with some pink and in the background for color contrast, and both of these looking and clean, not just white background. And then I'm just going to basically give it a quick prompt. I just told it about what I want. I want some contrast with it. And then obviously, you guys need to be thanking your AI. Make sure you say thanks at the end. Placebo effect, but I think it does give you better results when you thank it. Not really. But I'm going to go ahead and wait for this to go ahead and create a product image. Most likely just with these pictures that I gave it, it's not going to be good on the first round because it's not just individual products. So it probably will take a couple of reprompts, but I'll show you guys, what I get first things first and see how good it is. Okay, Jesus Christ, this actually did an extremely good job. This is actually perfect. Yeah, this is really, really perfect. Now, obviously, this is not our brand name. We'll create a brand name and we'll have to overlay it. I feel like I can't talk. It's 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. Don't give me credit. But I'm going to show you guys exactly how I'm going to go ahead and, optimize these images because this is better than I thought. This looks really, really professional compared just coming from the prompts that I gave it. This one and this one. That's crazy. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and download this image. And I'm going to go to this website called Photopea. And I'm going to upload this image that I just downloaded. And I'm going to show you guys how we can customize this to make it our brands, because obviously we're not going to be selling Sador or Lacquerain because that is not our product. And this is free once again, still not spending a single dollar here. I'm going to go over to this tool on the left here. You hold it down and you click on Patch Tool. And then we're going to zoom in to our image here, and we're going to be just instantly deleting this text. I'll show you guys how to go ahead and do that. There's not enough space. So we're going to have to do it in a few different rounds. All you do, if it'll let me, geez. Okay. What we're going to do is highlight some of the text, and you just drag it out, and then it removes it. And obviously this will be getting better. You can see a little bit of these white spots. You just go over them after. Awakenog. Gone. And you do the exact same thing up here. And once we have open space, let's do it again. There we go. Brand name here is gone. This one, same thing once again. Let's just go ahead and get it gone. Oh shit, this is kind of difficult. Okay. God. I'm tweaking out right now. Okay. Hold on. I don't know why that's working. Give me a second to refresh this. Okay, had to refresh it, but we're back. And then basically, with something like this, where it's bright on the left side and dark on the right side, we just go letter by letter. It takes an extra 10 seconds, but it gives us a 100% better result. And then just continue doing this for every single piece of text on this thing. Damn. But it can't overlap. You got to make sure there's extra space on the product, or else, like for example with this, if I drag it up here, it's just going to put that down there because it replaces it and masks it with what's already there. So we just have to make sure we mask it in an area where there's nothing else. Oops. But it's pretty easy. It does a really good job using like the AI to get rid of, or to match the color of where you're putting it to where you can't see it. I'd say it's like 95% accurate, because now I see a little bit of, lining here. So I'm just going to go over it. And now there we go. We can even go a step further and do text. And if we want to make our brand, let's just name it Perfect Eyes. We'll go ahead and brand it bold. Put it there, and obviously you align it to where it's supposed to be. And then we just remove the opacity on this. Make it a little bit, more transparent. And then we can do a little bit of a drop shadow. And now our product is branded. Obviously, you'd want to go through the fonts and, change it, to make it look like it matches. But you don't have to, it's just whatever you want. So, that is kind of the tutorial on how to make these product pictures. Now we have a product. We have, validation. We know it's going to work. We have product photos. And now we can go ahead and create a Shopify store and get started, which if you guys want a free trial to Shopify, I have a link in the description for that. Or if you guys want my help doing this for you and being able to get nearly guaranteed results with this, I do also have my personal mentorship program that you guys can, book a call below and we can talk and see how I can help you. And, would love to make you another one of my case studies. If you're interested, no hard promo here. Just want to give you guys a soft plug for those of you that are interested. But with that being said, this is exactly how it would go from beginning with no experience, no money, up into a complete launch point of, using the free trial, Shopify link in the description, getting a free store, putting these product pictures on there, and then marketing organically and marketing through TikTok Shop affiliates, marketing through Facebook ads, which you only need about $100 to do. So it's a very, very easy process. This product, I'm very confident if I were to actually run it right now with these exact product pictures I just got from ChatGPT, I could make $10,000 a month with this product. Very, very easy and very, very simple. Now, I don't want this video to run on too long, so I'm going to cut this one off here. If you guys have any other questions for me, make sure to drop a comment in the description below. I'd be happy to respond to you and help you out however I can. Once again, there's some links in the description for you guys that are interested. But with all that being said, subscribe for more videos every single day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.